Hi guys, it's Stacey, and I'm here with a couple of card shares for you. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this up now or for Saturday morning makes. So if I do put this up for Saturday morning makes, it's hosted by Norwood. It is anyway, so go on over, check everything out, check people out. Go. Jill created Saturday morning makes so that she could craft and make time for herself. Wanted her crafty friends to join. It's an open collaboration for anybody. For YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, wherever, Facebook, wherever you post, okay? You just create your project, whether it's paper crafting, sewing, clay, paint, whatever it is, crocheting, and you can post a video or you can just do pictures, and then you use the hashtag satmornmakes, and I'll leave that down below, and you can also use that to search. So I'm going to get started. I made this card that is like a paint pour. I mean, it looks like it has cells like a paint pour. I'm going to pull it up here and see if it's probably not going to do it justice on the camera. But, I mean, this is a thick card. I'm going to try to show you. It is very heavy. It's a 5x7. And I'm going to show you the products I used to get this. Most of us paper crafters have this. And I'm telling you, this is gorgeous. It does take some time. So it may be something you start and walk away, and you can do that. So I'll show you the products I used really quick, and then I'll show you the tech. I'm not going to go and do a tutorial. If you want me to, let me know, because I'm telling you, if you look real close here, it looks like paint pours. I'm hoping I'm not getting a glare. I can't really help it. There's swirling here, there's glitter, there's metallic. I mean, this was my first attempt, and it came out gorgeous, and anybody can do it. It's super easy. It just takes some time. So I used these MFT. I used both of the dyes that they have. So this is Grande Greenery Solid. So I used that for the vellum here behind, and then I used the Grande Scenery Outline. And so there is vellum behind this. This is a, oh goodness, I think it's a Tuesday morning thanks dye, but you can use any thanks dye. I didn't pull that out, and I just coated that. Well, I'll show you the products first. I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry. And then I only used this dye here. And this is from Floral Abundance from Sizzix. And I played around with some other ones I had, and I just really liked the way that one looked. I believe that's, yeah, this one here, and then this one here. I'm probably not even on camera. This one here and this one here. So that's there and there. And I used a stitched circle die and vellum, and then I used gold foil cardstock, and I layered on top of the vellum, and just white, because I really just wanted it to, I wanted the background to be the star. I mean, it is so pretty, and I just know that the depth is not going to show up. And this thing is thick. This is probably, because I didn't have ultra thick white embossing powder, there are probably maybe 30 layers of embossing powder on here. And that's because it was my first time. You can get away with using less, and especially if you have the ultra thick and white. But I'm going to show you the products I used. So I started out using just plain old white embossing powder. Now, I know WOW makes a big bottle, and it's an ultra thick one, so if you can get your hands on that, it'll speed things up for you. But I also use these big bottles of WOW Clear Gloss and the Clear Gloss Ultra High, which is a thick embossing powder. It's bigger pieces, and so what happens, and I mean, if you guys remember UT, it's ultra thick embossing powder. This is what that is, and I did use this. I kind of got smart later, but it's really messy. I used a little bit of WOW Gold Metallic, and I used some Poly Sparkle. It's just a clear embossing powder with sparkle in it, because there is just a little bit of glitter. I didn't want it everywhere. I kind of wanted it dispersed. And then I used alcohol inks, and these are the ones I used. Use whatever you have. Ranger, Pinata, I do have some of those, but this is what I had in front of me. And if you have these, I used Indian blue, turquoise, and sky blue. These were from Hobby Lobby. And you literally just take your white embossing powder, and if I had more white embossing powder, I would have done probably the whole thing in white embossing powder instead of using the clear. And you start out and you're going to ink up whatever surface you're going to do. Maybe you're going to use a heart, maybe you're going to use a oval, a bird, a flower, whatever it is. This is a 5x7 card. I wanted a background. You just ink it up with embossing ink, your Versamark, whatever, if you use Simon Says or Honeybee, whatever brand you use, and then you coat it with white, and then you heat emboss it, and you do the ink again, and you coat it again in white. And I did that like 3 or 4 times, and then I started using the clear because I didn't have a ton of white embossing powder. I would have used all I had, or probably not, but a lot of it. And then I used the clear, I used the Wow, and then I went back with the white, and then I took my alcohol inks and I splashed them on after they were all, the embossing powder was all melted heat, and then you just start blowing it. You blow it with your heat gun and it's going to move like a paint pour. And I tilted it and I went back and forth, and then sometimes I would take a little bit of white embossing powder. I used the ultra fine and I would go in there to get these swirl effects. And then I went back and I used a little bit of gold, and then I used some of the sparkle, and I did try to use the metallic gold alcohol ink, but the kind I have is this Hobby Lobby brand. I bet you if you use Tim Holtz Mixative or his alloys, it would work. But it kind of blistered up and did this weird thing, and it didn't blend, and so don't, if you have the gold, don't use that. And I don't know how the other ones are going to react, so you might want to just try it. If you like your project, stop, and then maybe do a small one with some metallic. So, and then I sprinkled the clear on, and then you'll get divots. Like, there's a bubble here. You're going to get those divots, and so what I did to kind of prevent that is I just heat embossed it with clear over and over and over to lay over the top. And when you reheat that clear, your stuff underneath is going to move. But if you kind of keep going around, it won't move that much, but it just added to it. I mean, it kind of raised up, some of it sunk down. I mean, to me, it was just gorgeous. The inside of the card, I just did some stitch dies. I forgot, these are Lawn Fawn stitch border dies. They don't actually cut, they add stitching. And a circle die, and then I used a Hero Arts, no, this is the Gina K set, and I'm sorry, I forgot to take it out, but you can put whatever sentiments you want inside. And then I left room here to write my message. So there's that one. Hopefully I didn't take too long on that for you guys. And then I made this one here. And this one I used Hero Arts Good Thoughts, Hero Arts Happy. I used the bee. And I used these flowers, or that flower. And I used this, this is a whippersnapper. This is from 2005, and I'm looking for the name. I'm not seeing it. Was it on this side? Frog in Love. And I masked the hearts off because I didn't want those in the card, because it's not a love card that I'm sending. So I did masking and created a scene. And if you guys want tips on how to do that, leave me a comment. There's a lot of tutorials out there how to get your image behind and what's in front. You always want to stamp what's in front first, mask it, and I just used I believe copy paper, and what I do is I stamp on it and then I fussy cut it, and then I take let's see, I take like a 2-way Tombow, I think has some, but I have these Martha Stewart ones, and I believe, I don't know, EK Success. So when it dries, it'll dry repositionable, and then you can use it that way. And then I just mask with those and then stamp whatever. And then the bee I fussy cut, but I heat embossed it behind so the little antennae were up. I colored it with alcohol markers, with Copics, and also Prismacolor Premiers. I heat embossed this and fussy cut it. And then I took stickles and put it in the centers and dotted it. And all this is is Copic background. And then I took glossy accents and stuck it on the eyes. I don't know if you guys can see that. And the lips. And I put a little bit of, like a Wink of Stella under there, or a Spectrum Noir pen, the glitter pens. And I put it on her lips so that when it moves it sparkles, and I put glossy accents on top, and then I put it on the little spots here, glossy accents. I added a little bit to the eyes because I think my like jelly roll glaze pen dried up, but you can, that's how I did that. It looks, to me, it actually looks better. And then I use stickles here. So there's that card. And that's everything. So I will leave the info below. Also, a while back, because I have not crafted in a very long time. Now, don't say anything in the comments. Just leave me a comment. You have to be a visual subscriber, okay? Please like the video. If you want, please share it. But you need to comment and don't mention the giveaway. But I said when I hit 500 subscribers, I would do a giveaway. I hit that a long time ago. But I have not really been on YouTube in months. If you look, there's a big gap. So I wanted to stick it in a video for people that actually watch me and aren't just here for the giveaway. So leave me a comment, and in the next few days, I will go ahead and pick a winner. And you'll get this die here. This is Tree Line. The winner will. So I'll pick one winner. You'll get a Woodlands die. And I have cards made, I believe, with both of these. And then I have because these are extras that I had, and this is an extra too, and it's a mini cloud edge stencil. So leave me a comment, you know, tell me if you would put the time in to do this, if you would do 20, 30 layers of embossing powder, or leave whatever. You know, you could say hi, you can, whatever. You could say what your favorite coffee is, what your favorite product is, whatever you want, and I will pick a winner. Let's say I'll close it next Friday. What is today, the 12th or the 13th? If I put this on Saturday Morning Makes, it'll be open until midnight before Saturday Morning Makes of next week. Okay? I'll put the info down below. Like, well, I'm not going to do that because it's a secret giveaway. I'll leave it open for a few days. How about that? Comment. And then you have to be a U.S. subscriber or U.S. resident because it just costs too much to ship internationally. And you must be 18 years or older. So there's that. If you made it to the end, I have some happy mail I'm going to come back and share. Or it might actually post before this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.